burn undead bone shard. I would love to. Auto refill. It's pretty cool. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is test. If we store our embers, are we still ember burning? Yes. Okay, then it's an activated ability, not a store this in your inventory. And I don't know, maybe you get it whenever you kill a boss. Or maybe auto refill shoved it back in my inventory. So, don't do that. They're not in my inventory. Check. Okay. And I'm still embered. Okay, then yeah. It's triggered, active ability. May as well store them. Probably get it from defeating a boss, or from picking up your first one, or those little doggies. After all, people just dropped humanity randomly in Dark Souls 1.
Pleasure to make thine acquaintance.
It's an old firekeeper.
I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine.
Oh, maybe not. But
Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the
are you
burden
called
of
Little
any traveler.
Buttercup?
And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me.
I've ribbons and laces
As is thy
to
wont.
set off the faces. Okay, Little Buttercup. What do you have? Ember. Strength of the flame. Moss. Stones. Oh, I don't have stones. I don't need them. Ah, I like those. But I'm pretty confident that I'll get one. I like halberds and they require 16 strength. So I'll get the 16 strength and then... None of these look as good as my shield. None of these look as good as my arm. But the torch looks interesting. And it's cheap. Wait, talismans and chimes? Talisman for casting miracles of the gods. Once very common item. Equip a talisman or a sacred chime. Okay. So, the little faith. How much faith does it need? 8. I can use that. Wow. I want it. And a talisman that I can't use. But, you know, I like daggers. And then we're gonna aim for... Oh. And then I'll need to buy that key. Oh, that key is way out of reach. And then, of course, halberds.
Ashen One, bring me with ash. Is it not our sorry?
Umbral ash.
Ashen One.
Ash, which is within the shadow. They're overdoing it. So far, this feels like they've just mishmashed Dark Souls 1 features, Dark Souls 2 features, crammed them together. Did you prefer talismans or chimes to cast miracles? You can use whichever you want now.
Well, a new
It's been a while, Andre of Astoria.
I am Andre. I serve at this shrine.
Actually, it is Andre of Astoria.
Fortune
Okay.
weapons.
I wonder where he hid
You're
during
in
Dark
search
Souls
of the Lords
2.
of Cinder, I trust. Toilsome journey, I wager. You require
I mean, I haven't
good
seen
arms.
any lore, so I
Let me
can't
smith you weapons.
exactly prove this is the same world
Such
as
is
Dark
my
Souls 2,
purpose.
but Sacred Chime, a bit of a hint. And of course, it's the world where flame is the power and the curse of the undead, and civilizations crumble to ash and must be rekindled. Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty expected. That's pretty expected. I can make one of them fire. I've got fire. Refined longsword. Yes, refined. Oh, everything has skills. But despite having the fire gem, I have no souls. 2 Titanite shards? Get to +1? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty crap. Ah, so they have these skills. See here, I need 1 more faith just to use it. Gentle prayer. A gentle prayer.
Pray, be careful. I don't want to see that.
Alright, we need some more souls just to infuse. Can you buy items? Yes. You see, I happen to have this lovely broken straight sword of finest quality. Oh yes, the second chime for a second pittance. And that's about it. Master's scraps. They're worth nothing.
Ashen one.
I'm going to store my master's work. He fights so hard that that's why he looks like a organize. Let's send you. Maybe if I needed magic resistance now. Those men making up stories. Yes, all my underwear was clean, but then I got in a battle with a poop golem, and it soiled them all while I bested it with my bare hands. And then it strewn them around the floor, as poop golems do, so really this dirty apartment is just a sign of my manliness. Alright, that's not so great a story. No one really wants to hug you right after you've wrestled a poop golem. Huh. There's a lot of exploring to do here. And I honestly think it's what's next. But first, let's try using some of these souls. Unknown traveler. Now I can get a fire longsword. Oh, and I need to equip my secondaries. Whoops. Yes, but I'll get attributes. Be patient. Alright, now I've got my torch for light, my dagger for stabbing things. Oh, okay, no, it's for blocking. Hit the dagger, come on. You know, this is actually... So my plan, as worked in other Dark Souls games, I swear, was to have a dagger on the side as a quick attack. So you have 2 threats, a huge slow threat, but if they aren't, they're probably ready to dodge. But if they can't dodge it, smack them for huge damage. If they can dodge it, little stabby bit to just hit them because they've gotten too close. And then you have a range of threats that they have to try and defend against. Of course, the case just is better for the knight, but I don't have much options here. Anyway, you can't really do that right now. I can still cast it? Did it work? That's not what I intended to do, but... Oh, and that was casting stuff too. It's like weak attack, weak cast, strong. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out casting later, but not much point doing that. While I can't use the thing properly. Okay, let's show our skill. This isn't a charge up. This is just a dash. Probably one that can go through enemies, but it's just a dash. What's your special skill? You don't have one. Fair enough. Alright, well, since daggers don't work that way, I don't know if I want it anymore. I'm sorry, dagger. But
just good, wasn't it?
I need fire. Flame. Dear flame. Okay, and then I need another weapon.
I don't want to see that.
But we'll get to that later. Flame. Dear flame. Alright, let's explore the bowels of this shrine. I'm sure there hasn't been anything growing in this dilapidated shrine. Overwhelming pointless. Oh. I can now rate it in two ways. I don't know which one's which. You see, it would really help if they labeled it for the Xbox controller, which is the multitasking button, which is the menu. Okay, good, it has dialogue. Okay, so back is multitasking, start is hamburger. I do not like your poor, depressing viewpoint. Of course there are empty chambers in a dilapidated shrine. Fix your expectations. Your desire for loot is the cause of your suffering. I do not desire loot, it comes to me naturally. Oh, I remember this part. And this... Oh, I remember this part. Great. Alright, we're starting to map out the shrine. Good. Good. This is the... let's see here. West Wing. We'll call that the West Wing. Then let's check the north side. The logical place for continuation. And, of course, nothing here. Okay, no... I was gonna say no secrets at the back of the throne. King Lothric. What if the thrones have their names on them? Ludleth the Exiled. Saint Aldrich of the Tentacle. I get to kill all these people? Watchers of the Abyss. I think I remember them. Yorm the Giant. Remember some giants, yeah. It's weird, the last giant, that one of the first bosses in Dark Souls 2, so easy. The Giant Lord, one of the last bosses, pretty damn hard. At least for a knight. I think that was one of the ones where it was actually easier as a mage. Ooh, do I hear monsters? Monsters! Come to... No, that's just the blacksmith's hammer. So that's the blacksmith's hammer. We've been here, that's the West Wing. That was an empty part. Well, I think we've pretty much finished exploring the emptiness of the shrine of Firelink.
What is asking at all?
I said you can lick my boots whenever you want to. It's all up to you, man. Believe. Oh, we haven't checked up high. Warning, gorgeous view. Okay, it is the same world as Dark Souls 2. seed of a tree of giants, the tree of giants alone. And it must be the same world as Dark Souls 1, because, well, 1, 2, and 1 were set in the same world, but also because Andrea of Astoria. Alright, there's a tower. We know where the tower key is. This is not a puzzle. This is just a farm for a while. I just better do a message. Alright. There are higher levels of the tower. Good to know. Seed from a tree of giants. Oh, I can't wait to get that. I was in my replay of Dark Souls 2. There was this wonderful moment where I was being invaded in the Undead Crypt, and I hadn't yet cleared. This was NG+, so it was my soul level 200 paladin, but I hadn't yet cleared the pit filled with all those spawning tombstones where they ring the bell. And that's where my invader spawned. So I did a seed of a tree of giants. He cleared that area out for me and then died. I defeated the invader. He eased my PvP progress. That worked well. I mean, he should have used a white summon sign so we could do it together, but, you know, he cannot help but serve me. Alright, now I'm confused, and we've seemed to have explored all the shrines. So, except down here. Yes, including down there. So now I'm gonna see if there's a warp I can do. Can I warp? Nope. Then I will cogitate on a break. Be right back. And we're back, although I still don't know where. Going. I'm back to wandering aimlessly. Alright, that's the West Wing. We've covered it extensively. This is the direction no. Now this is the West Wing. That's the direction, because we came in from overhead. Are there two pointless empty wings? Alright, well, let's fall down here. This is pointless empty side A. And then we can go up here and find pointless empty side B. Yes, okay. Simple mirror image. Can I walk past Andre? I've never been here before! Well, I'm just hoping he can upgrade his shop. Maybe I can find him some fancy tools. Some umbral shadow. Yes, I bet he requires an umbral shadow forge. But yeah, somewhere we're going to find another place to go. So I'm thinking first, I might explore down here again. It's a lovely place. No, wrong. Sorry. First, I'm going to explore upstairs again. So the upstairs door that we saw on this side. It had a tower. It had a tree of giants. Oh, there's an item up there. Okay. One of these days. Now, excuse me. So, yes, somewhere up here, I think maybe you can get onto the roof and then kick the ladder down. Jumping onto roofs. Alright, let's jump. Alright, that's not gonna happen. That straight up not happen. Unless we get into the tower. I could just farm 20,000 souls off the minor players over there. Alright, I got up onto here. I feel like an achievement. Okay, let's see. I wonder if there's an exit under that tree in the boss arena. Let me kill some more things for souls, and then we'll find out. Oh, you don't like fire, do you? Fire upgrade led to increased damage? I am glad to hear that. Oh, Katana Hobo Man. He is gone. No more Katana Hobos. None of these look like places I want to fall off to find a magic hidden area. Not except this one. And yeah. I don't know, I'm still not seeing it. I'm not the type who's just gonna jump off and say, oh well. Maybe there's treasure if at the end of this infinite chasm. Maybe there's enemies at the front of this infinite chasm, and, you know, they're also treasure. That almost looks like a place to go. Not insta-dead! No! Okay, see, souls! Souls, 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 souls. And maybe there's some other path around here. Ooh, a message. Use the menu button to open the menu. Normally, this game is considered difficult and it's just a learning experience to do anything. But no, if you don't know how to open the menu using the menu button on your controller, we don't want you to feel bad or that you have to go through an intense learning experience. No, we're just gonna tell you. We're gonna give you that one. On the plus side, you don't want the tutorial to be an exercise in frustration where they're laughing at you saying, haha, you can't play the video game yet? Come on man, it's a tutorial already, why can't you play it? But, I think Dark Souls 1 had the right balance of, here's a giant boss that you couldn't possibly defeat unless you're already a master of the game. The tutorial recommends that you run. And, you know, they had something like that here. Probably that turned back area with the crystal thing, or crystal beast. You know, without knowing how to play the game, that would be tough. But if you already feel confident... Alright. Ah, of course, I will teleport to the high wall of Lothric. I think I know where to go next. But I'm going to walk all the way back to that crystal lizard place just to make sure. That doesn't make much sense now that I've said it aloud. I'm going to walk all the way back to the next bonfire for souls. That makes a little more sense. I can say it aloud and not feel like I'm wasting my time. I mean, this is still early on when you practice in slaughtering the weakest of enemies. I remember all those minutes ago. Those weakest of enemies drained me of Estus before the boss fight. And High Wall of Lothric, here we go.